Hi there, Internet Associate. It's Anthony, and I'm about to watch another episode of The Walking Dead. So this is Season 3, Episode 8. It's called Made to Suffer. And at the end of last episode, I think Rick and all them were about to, they were infiltrating the other place with, the governor and all them, and where they're holding Glenn. So I'm really looking forward to seeing what's about to happen when worlds collide. So let's go ahead and get into it. Walking Dead, Season 3, Episode 8, Made to Suffer. Let's go. Nice scream. Whoa. Who's this? Whoa.
You okay?
What's she calling him? Tariq or Tyrese?
Eric's behind me.
What is going on? It's like a whole nother group. I mean, yeah, obviously you'd imagine there are plenty of other groups like Rick and all them that are just out trying to survive. Oh no. Cut her arm off. It's not, I know that's not nearly as easy as I'm just saying. Just cut her arm off.
Hurry! This way!
But that's, I guess, all they can do now. Dang, man, I feel bad for Ben. Oh, so they're at the prison. E Block. Oh my gosh. So they're probably gonna run into like Carol and Herschel and all them.
I promised Milton I'd help him cremate Mr. Coleman's body.
Well, that's sweet of you, but he's still rattled. He can handle it himself.
He shouldn't have to.
I don't think she's the one
through this mess.
that would be rattled.
Woodbury's starting to grow on you.
When will Andrea find out how corrupted this guy is, I wonder? Will it be this episode? It could be. Here he is again in his place with the fish tanks. Or head tanks.
Honey?
What's about to walk out of this thing? Is it the same thing he was combing the hair of? Yeah, I think so. So is that music really working? Okay. Now, honestly, I mean, like, as twisted and sick as this is, I don't even find it that messed up because I can totally understand somebody if their daughter had turned into one of them things, still trying to keep them and, like, interact with them like this. I don't even think of that as that messed up, I guess. At least I find it understandable.
All this time running from walkers. You forget what people do.
That's true. Yeah. Oh my gosh. Are they making like weapons? Tell me why for a second I thought he was about to eat that thing. I was like, Glenn, what is wrong with you?
Will you talk to him? Make him our inside man. He'll get us in there. We'll wave the white flag
I
like
doubt
we
it.
did with the National Guard.
Nothing happens to Daryl
Of course not.
You can't trust this guy. Merle, you
What
know
about
you can't
Glenn?
trust the governor.
and the girl.
Fine.
Not that Merle can be trusted either, obviously. I'm just stating the obvious.
What else?
You said you could help us.
I'm doing what I can.
Then when the hell are they?
Y'all being kind of rude. I mean, dang, she's trying. Guess they just don't completely trust her yet, which is understandable.
I know you're in here.
Are they just gonna
I saw
kill
you
him
moving
too?
From outside.
Where are our people?
I don't know.
You were holding some of our people. Where the hell are they?
I
I
don't
think
know.
this guy's just an innocent bystander, man.
How old are you anyway?
17.
17.
17. How old is Carl? What do you mean interesting?
I mean, Maggie, she's with Glenn, and you're a lesbian, and I was just talking with her.
Oh my gosh.
Got the
I'm
short
dead.
hair. You're not a lesbian?
It's like, well, in that case, Want to head up to Bunk B?
This is interesting.
Daryl's gonna break your arms. Jeez. Whoa. They're like, what is going on?
Okay.
Dang, Merle was like, you thought you had me, but the plot is about to twist. What are those? Like flashbangs? Yeah. Jeez, smoke grenades.
Hey, everyone, please just go
Yeah.
home, lock your doors, huh? We need to keep everyone safe, okay?
Sounding a
just
little
get
scared there,
inside,
Governor.
Keep the lights off. Come on.
If Andrea sees them, and sees somebody try to shoot them, she's not gonna let it happen.
This was Merle.
Girl's like, what?
He did this. You saw him? Face to face. We have to get back. Can you walk? We got a car a few miles out.
When they go to the prison, they gonna run into them other people that just went to the prison earlier in the episode. This is getting crazy.
Are you with me?
I can feel for Daryl though.
Any sign of him?
Signs of what? What exactly is
See,
happening out there?
I know he want to see his
Some
brother.
assholes want what we have.
Then what are we doing waiting around here?
Damn straight.
Merle is just really, he just messed this up for them so much. Like, this is all Merle's fault. They should all be so mad at him, but they don't know the extent of how much he's done. He was lying about killing Michonne. He brought Glenn and Maggie. Like, Merle just messed them up, really.
Thank you. Rest of you split up.
Yeah, thank you.
Merle will lead the search.
Dang.
Don't
They don't
you
wanna
think
let her-
Haley should handle the door-to-doors?
I need someone with some authority to provide reassurance.
You don't want her to see who it is.
Sure.
Let's go.
It's crazy. This is crazy. Like, geez, when did this become Call of Duty? Oh my gosh. How are all these people shooting at them? They're just not getting hit at all, but they're hitting everybody else.
I saw them.
He's like, who did you see?
I didn't see.
She saw the one she didn't know.
We need to move.
When are Daryl and Merle gonna see each other, man? This is crazy. I know I've said that a bunch of times. Oh, he's seeing a vision of Shane. Who is that? Is that Shane? Ah, dang it, man. Oh, I thought that was Shane at first. I was like, is he? Okay, yeah, it doesn't look anything like Shane, so he was just imagining it.
Right now, Judith is the only family I got.
Carl really keeps it real.
What was that?
He's like, if I don't see them, they don't exist. Like, you can't even make assumptions anymore in this world. I love that Carl is still wearing this hat too. You know what I'd be super mad if Carl died somehow. I really don't want Carl to die. Okay, he sees all these guys now. They're like, hold on, who is this?
Come on!
They're like, okay, we'll just follow the little boy. Better than these walkers. Oh man, in fact, like, why are you bringing a infected person up?
You have to leave her!
No way.
How did Carl get so good? Like, oh my gosh, he just be popping off. She found the heads. Is she gonna find his daughter too? If she kills his daughter, he gonna be so mad. She all dressed up and everything. She gonna take this thing off and be like, oh, never mind. Yes, I am gonna hurt you. No! You should have taken the thing off first. You know not to trust so quickly, Michonne. Out of here. He's shaking. Honestly, the solution might just be cut off both of their heads. This is just episode 8. I thought he was like the main villain of the season, but it's almost looking like she's about to take him out now. I know Michonne isn't gonna die. Whoa! Ew. And that's only because I'm always seeing Walking Dead promotional stuff, and I always see Michonne and Daryl, so I'm like, okay, well I know they must last a long time. Because it's like, no matter where I look, I see Walking Dead posters, and I see them, and I'm like, dang, thanks for spoiling. This whole little area just got messed up, along with his daughter. Oh my gosh. Is he gonna wear an eye patch now, or is he gonna die? Now Andrew's, oh my goodness. Everybody just keep on walking in like, no. Andrew, you need to take a step back and just learn some stuff real quick. Learn what's really going on here. I knew he wasn't gonna die because I'm like, there's still so many more episodes left of the season. He's probably gonna wear like an eye patch now. That would be cool. He seemed like the type of person to wear an eye patch. Yeah, now she sees. That's what I'm saying. I was like, just take a step back and just look around. That's like all I need you to do, Andrea. Learn a little bit about what's going on here.
First things first.
We take care of our own.
He gonna make? Oh, I thought.
No, Tyrese. I gotta do it. Look, just take Ben and lean.
I thought they were gonna make Ben do it. I was about to say Ben and Carl are gonna have a lot in common.
You can't just leave us in here. Open this door.
It's the best we've had in weeks.
That's what I'm saying. Like, y'all can maybe work something out eventually. If I was him, I'd be like, okay, I get it. I mean, well, I don't know what I would do in that situation. I really can't say. But it's like, yeah, I'm right now. I'm thinking, okay, I get it. We're just some random people walking in, but at least we're safe now.
Shouldn't we help them? I did.
He said, I did. I hope Tyrese and Sasha are going to be around a while. I like them already.
What happened to you?
This man just became the ultimate villain. He got an eye patch and everything now. What is it about people missing an eye that makes them seem even more sinister?
You need help to get them back to the prison, or to go back in there for Daryl. Either way, you need me.
Looks like Michonne actually likes them. She's not usually that, like, you know, nice to people. I use that word loosely. But she seems to actually trust them and want to help them.
I'm afraid of terrorists who want what we have.
I mean, like, see, this guy, I mean, obviously he's kind of twisting it so that it just looks like him and their whole community is just an innocent victim. Like, he has no idea why they would do this, and they're terrorists. But at the same time, I mean, like, signs of a good villain, I guess, in this case, from their perspective, you can understand, like, everything he's done is like, I mean, yeah, it is pretty, a lot of it is honestly kind of evil by our standards, and like, you know, twisted and just weird, like having all the fish heads in the fish tanks. But at the same time, it's like, I mean, he seems to have somewhat good, or not even good, just understandable reasoning behind it all, you know? And so I can totally see why somebody would even look at his perspective and be like, he hasn't really done anything wrong, you know what I mean? Because everything he's done, I mean, like, I guess he's doing what he thinks is the right thing in this world.
Merle! Man, I counted on.
Like I said, it was all his fault.
Man, I trust.
Wait, who is that they were just holding? Is that Daryl?
This is one of the terrorists.
Oh my gosh. What a reunion. Andrea has to be putting the pieces together now. Are y'all serious? Well, I guess I understand them. I understand why they would say kill them. It just feels so barbaric and just so like... Andrea, I don't know what you can do, but do something. Please, stop this somehow. Dang, I want to know what's going to happen next. That is pretty wild. So I think it was Maggie in this episode that said something along the lines of, you get so caught up running from walkers that you forget about the evil that people can do. And this episode was sort of a perfect representation of that. And a lot of times that evil is, you know, is subjective, and, you know, depending on what perspective you're coming from. And like, you might be somebody who feels they're doing what they need to do to survive or to help their other people, but that's going to end up resulting in evil things happening to other people. And that kind of feels like the entire not philosophy, but the entire backbone of this whole Woodbury place, like, or at least the way the governor is running it. A lot of the people don't know, but this whole idea that they're actively seeking out other people and harming them in order for the betterment of their own community and everything, it's a little different from like what Rick and their group does, where like, I mean, if it comes down to it and they have to, you know, harm someone else to protect their own, they'll do it, but they don't actively seek it out. And so obviously there's kind of just some different philosophies there. And I mean, I guess it's up to the person watching to determine which one they really think is truly, you know, just wrong and evil. I mean, obviously one is more sliding towards that than the other, in my opinion. But still, to me, like, just watching everything that, you know, like that Merle was doing to them, that the governor's been doing, and then like just the whole war that happened between, like, you know, the two sides, it's easy to just sit back and be like why does all this have to happen? You know, like, I mean, like, the common we all have a common enemy here. These walkers, all this disease, all this stuff. Why does this have to happen? Like, you think in a perfect world, like, I mean, everybody just wants to be safe. Everybody just wants, you know, to be happy. Everybody wants to, you know, I mean, like, be living, at least in the context of this, some type of, you know, pleasant life. And I'm speaking both for the show and just in real life right now. But the problem is that everybody has a different idea of what that's going to look like, and everybody has a different idea of how you need to get there. And so that ends up spawning stuff like this, where now there's a whole war going on between different factions of people, when there's a whole nother bigger enemy that in theory we could all just be coming together and fighting together. And that's just exactly what it feels like happens here. And it's like, watching that war happen just really just made me like, I hate this. Like, I hate the fact this is happening, but it's so realistic. And like, this is exactly what would happen in real life. And so much of it is based off of misunderstandings. So much of it is based off of miscommunication. But then a lot of it truly is just based off of the evil that people do. In this case, like Merle, like kidnapping Glenn and Maggie and torturing them and doing all that he was doing. And then also what the governor was doing to them as well, of course. And it's just, it's tough to watch, but it's so realistic. And I felt like there's a lot of ways that the stuff that happened in this episode can kind of, in a way, metaphorically apply to the way that things happen in real life with just various issues and whatnot. So I don't know. I mean, like, that's the main thing that kind of stuck out to me about this episode. But just in terms of like everything that happened, I mean, you know, it was super dramatic episode. A lot happened. Like, I mean, like Merle and Daryl finally reunited, kind of, not really yet, but kind of. They saw each other. You know, I mean, like, the governor's daughter was killed by Michonne, and he lost his eye, and seems like he's about to ascend to like level 15,000 villain or whatever. Like, I mean, like, he was a villain kind of before, but now he's gonna have the eye patch and, like, you know, the thirst for revenge and everything else. This guy is really about to be out there. So that's definitely going to be a big, you know, shift for his character. You know, Andrea sees that Daryl is there, so maybe she'll start putting two and two together and everything. Like, this felt like the turning point for the season. Then also those new people showed up to the prison. Not sure where that's headed. A lot happened this episode that just made it feel like it was like, okay, episodes 1 through 7 were like part 1. This is the beginning of part 2 of season 3 almost. Like, it feels like this is about to shift a lot of the dynamics that have been going on. And I can't wait to see, you know, what the, I guess the outcomes of everything that has happened in this episode so far are going to be. But definitely very exciting. Very, you know, I mean, I really liked like the pacing of, like, you know, them infiltrating and having the shootout and like all just, it was a very fast paced episode. So that was pretty fun. We got some more awesome Carl moments. So that's great. Oscar died, which really sucked. he wasn't even really on here, but for like a few episodes, I think like 4 or 5 episodes or something, or that he came in episode 2 of the season. Regardless, sad to see Oscar go. I'm hoping nobody else is about to die anytime soon, but I'm sure by the end of the season, we're probably going to lose some more people. The Walking Dead is always, there's a high turnover rate for characters so far. So that just is what it is. But like I was kind of talking about right before this started, right before the ending of the episode, I feel like the governor is really shaping up to be a really good villain. Just because, like I said, like there really isn't just like, yeah, what he's doing is pretty messed up. A lot of the stuff he's done is really, deplorable. Like going out and killing all those people just to take their supplies and everything. That's definitely messed up. No two ways about it. But it's like at the same time, I just love the fact that they're able to constantly have him or constantly present him in this way to where just a small bit of you at least understands it. And when she asked him about the fish tanks, I'm like, how are you going to explain this? And he said like he looks at them to keep him ready or something, whatever his answer was. I now kind of forgot, but I just remember being like, oh wow. I could see a more sensible, understandable character doing this and being like, okay, I get it, So I'm like, that wasn't too bad of an explanation right there. It made him seem a little less crazy for it to me. Same thing with his daughter. Like I said, that's kind of weird that he's keeping a walker chained up like that and he's hugging it and dressing it up. But at the same time, it's understandable. Like he has some vulnerable moments this episode, and it can be tough to really make a villain to, make the audience truly want to somewhat, sympathize for them and everything because they've seen them do such terrible things. But the way that they make it work, I think, is by making it still feel like all the terrible things he's doing is for a deeper, reason beyond just, full control taking over. It feels like he really is legitimately trying to protect people. It does feel like he feels a responsibility to these people. That's why he said, I failed you. It does feel like, he still very much possesses the ability to love and everything and have compassion, with his daughter and with the people in the community. It feels like he actually does kind of care about them in a twisted way. And even with Andrea, I would say, honestly. So, it's things like that, those relatable human traits that do make him more of that make him a strong villain, I think, beyond him just being, this secretly evil guy that's doing all these dastardly things behind Andrea's back. So, yeah, I guess that's everything that I have to say for this episode. Can't wait to see what's about to happen next. Until next time, go ahead and leave a comment down below. Let me know what you thought about it. Like the video if you liked it, and subscribe if you want to see more. And you can head on over to Patreon for the full uncut reactions to The Walking Dead way ahead of the YouTube schedule. Till next time, I'll see you all later.